Hey guys, so as you can see, I like to ship out my own products, and I'll tell you why. What's going on, guys? It's Milton from The Blessed Journey, and today I just wanted to make a video on the top mistakes I've made with dropshipping. Now, I'm not a huge fan of dropshipping, especially dropshipping from China, but I want you guys to really understand the different types of dropshipping, because when you first hear the word, you automatically think China. So a lot of people are basically turned off by that word. First of all, if you do not know what dropshipping is basically you have your store, the customer comes to your online store, they place an order, and since you don't have any inventory, you send that order either automatically or manually to your vendor sends it directly to your customer, right? That's basically dropshipping. Dropshipping is your vendor, instead of you sending it to your customer, your vendors send it directly to your customers in your name. So that's the main definition of dropshipping. Now, that doesn't mean you have to dropship from China, right? You can dropship from companies here in the US. Or for example, print on demand, which is you have your designs, you use a third party to make the shirts or whatever you're selling, and for them to dropship it to your customers. That's another form of dropshipping. Print on demand is just another form of dropshipping. You don't keep any inventory on hand, right? So my biggest mistake starting off was I started with 100% dropshipping from China. And so I just, did everything that I was learning, and it did very well the first month, and it just, kept going. But there was a lot of mistakes that I made at the beginning. So one of the main things is dropshipping from China. Since the shipping time is so long, 3 to 4 weeks, it brings a lot of headaches, right? And I wasn't prepared for that. I also wasn't prepared with the customer service. So I did not have the right customer service on hand, and basically it was me and my fiance at the time just emailing back, and it's a lot of emotional stress, right? And that's why I like dealing with people, but customer service is just not for me, because believe it or not, if you let it get to you emotionally, it could hurt you emotionally. You go home and you're sad and you're mad, and people cuss you out, and people bad mouth your company or whatever it is, right? And all of that bad energy sometimes you take home, and it's just, I don't like customer service. So we didn't have the right customer service in place. Another mistake was the packaging. So I didn't talk to my vendors about packaging. So the labels outside looked like, they were just coming straight from China, which they were, but I mean, the lettering was in Chinese, and I think their address was from China, and it was just bad, right? Not only that, some vendors, I just didn't know how to communicate well with them, but some vendors would actually put their own flyer, like their own store flyer and their own store coupons inside the package. And imagine your customer, they order from your store with your name, your logo, and then they get a completely different name and different flyer, and they're like, what is this? And sometimes you even see the actual product for less, right? That was another mistake. Having the vendors, and most don't do this, but I always recommend for you to talk to your vendors and say, hey, don't put anything inside, because sometimes they would put even coupons inside the packages with their name and their website. So just imagine they bought a product for $30, $20, and then they get a coupon to buy it for $1 or $2. Like, you just look super bad. Another mistake is, since the times are bad, the customer service is bad, all these different mistakes are adding up, it's going to be very hard for your customer to buy again from you. They're just not going to trust you again. And the most important thing in this type of business is customers, is gaining your customers' trust, building rapport with your customer, building a relationship with your customer. All these are the most important things in business. And so when they're getting a bad experience already, you can't sell to them again. So now what do I do in my business is I do 15 to 20% drop ship, but from companies here in the US. And the reason I do this is because I have some larger items in my store. And so if I buy from the vendor, bring it to my warehouse, I have to pay for shipping and then shipping back to the customer. It's just, the profit margin keeps going down and down. So what I do is I ask my vendor, hey, can you guys keep it for me, the bigger items? And once a customer places an order, can you guys send it? And they're like, yeah, sure. So it's drop shipping, but from the US. So 15 to 20% drop shipping, I do that, and then the rest we send it. So the rest we buy in bulk and comes to our warehouse and we send it out. Why I decided to do that, and why do I want people, like, if you want to build a brand, you can, and I suggest you do things in-house. That's just my opinion. I know, like, the lifestyle, this, like, you want to be at the beach and all that, but with a great team, you can have all this different freedom, right? If you have an amazing team, you can have an amazing freedom. So, for example, I don't fulfill any of the packages, my team does. I don't deal with any customer service, my team does. Keep that in mind, right? I know that a lot of people just talk about this lifestyle and you don't do nothing and you press a button. It's just no way to build a brand. If you're serious about this and want to build a brand, this is what you have to do. You have to sometimes bring the stuff in-house. I had the small apartment, and that's where my stuff was coming in before I had an office, before I had a warehouse, and I had to make it work. Now, why I wanted to do it myself was because of the bad experience that I had, but also I wanted to have control over my customers' experience. This is super important, right? When you have control over a customer's experience, what you put in the packages, what you put outside the packages. Sometimes I put stickers, sometimes we put labels, sometimes we put little notes. First time buyers get a unique card saying, hey, welcome to the family, so and so on, and they get a nice personalized card that it will increase the customer experience, right? Usually we give a lot of stuff for free and so on and so on. So we want to keep the control because we want to have recurring customers coming back over and over and over again, and we do. And so that has been a big game changer for us. It's just we send out the products, we have control, we send out our own coupons, right? And if we have to, we drop ship the bigger items. Also, print on demand, right? You can have a great print on demand company that can send out the shirts, send out the hats, or whatever you're selling. And that's another reason why we got this warehouse, because we wanted to make our own shirts. So we make our own shirts and anything else that, for example, we have some pillowcases. We have another company that does that. So everything depends on how you want to structure your business, and everything depends on how much you care about your customer. For me, the customer experience is more important than anything else. Great customer service, great products, and then they buy from you over and over and over and over again. So hopefully me sharing these mistakes with you help you. There's nothing wrong with drop shipping. You can drop ship from here in the US or from China. I'm just being real with you guys and letting you guys know. I prefer not to dropship from China, but that's just me. So comment below if you like this video. Comment below if you have any questions about dropshipping, if you have any questions about finding companies here, and so on. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a blessed journey and a blessed day.